SUVs are no longer just family haulers. They have become weapons of design and engineering, faster, smarter, and more powerful than ever. These aren't just vehicles. They are status symbols, survival tools, and statements of dominance on the road. The years 2025 and 2026 are unleashing a new generation of machines built to crush terrain, dominate highways, and turn heads in every city they enter. Automakers from Ford to Mercedes, Audi to Volvo, Volkswagen, Toyota, and beyond are in an all-out battle to claim the future of driving. Some are packing jaw-dropping horsepower. Others are rewriting luxury with technology pulled straight out of science fiction. And a few, well, they're here to prove that the SUV you thought you knew is about to become extinct. But the question remains, which models truly rise above the rest? Which SUVs are worth your attention, your admiration, and maybe even your wallet? Stay with us as we count down the 10 best SUVs of 2025-2026. And trust me, you won't believe which one takes the top spot. And the countdown begins. Number 10, the Ford Puma 2025. The 2025 Ford Puma isn't here to be flashy, it's here to be clever. Born as the successor to the Fiesta, the Puma brings a blend of urban practicality and surprising performance to the compact SUV scene. Step inside and you're greeted with Ford's latest 12-inch Sync 4 infotainment screen, paired with a 12.8-inch digital driver display. Navigation is smoother, graphics are sharper, and while some may question putting climate controls into the screen, the Puma system keeps everything within reach. The redesigned steering wheel and thoughtful cabin layout hint that Ford understands everyday drivers want both comfort and clarity. Cargo space is where the Puma stands tall. 456 liters of trunk space, expandable when the rear seats fold, plus the ingenious Mega Box storage. With a built-in drain plug, it's perfect for muddy boots, wet sports gear, or even a spontaneous ice chest. Few rivals in this class can match that flexibility. Under the hood, the familiar 1.0-liter EcoBoost 3-cylinder returns, available in 123 and 153 horsepower tunes with a mild hybrid assist for efficiency. A 168 horsepower PowerShift version adds punch with a 7-speed automatic. Sadly, the full-blooded 197 horsepower Puma ST is gone, but the lineup still balances economy and spirit. Trims range from titanium to ST Line X, starting around 20,800 pounds. Affordable, practical, and unexpectedly fun, the Ford Puma might not roar like the giants higher on this list, but it proves small SUVs can still deliver big surprises. And if Ford is showing this much muscle at entry level, wait until you see what's coming next. Number 9. Volkswagen Taos 2025. The Volkswagen Taos enters 2025 sharper and smarter, staking its claim in the crowded, compact SUV arena. VW designed it for practicality without losing European refinement. Under the hood sits a 1.5-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder, delivering 174 horsepower, paired with an 8-speed automatic. It's smooth, efficient, and ready for both front-wheel and all-wheel drive options. This isn't about blistering speed, it's about balance, offering up to 36 mpg highway and FWD trim, making it one of the most efficient in its class. Inside, the Taos punches above its weight. A fully digital gauge cluster and an 8-inch touchscreen infotainment system come standard, while higher trims add dual-zone climate, panoramic sunroof, ambient lighting, and even leather seating. It feels premium without straying into luxury price tags. Space is generous too. Rear passengers get 37.9 inches of legroom, while cargo maxes out at 66 cubic feet with seats folded. The exterior updates add crisp lines, modern lighting, and bold wheel designs, giving the Taos a presence that feels larger than it is. For families who don't want to overpay for size they won't use, this compact delivers capability and comfort in equal measure. With prices ranging from $26,420 to $36,250, the Taos lands as an attainable yet stylish option. It won't steal headlines with outrageous horsepower, but it will quietly win hearts with dependability, efficiency, and understated class. And that's exactly why it makes this list, because not every winner shouts, some simply outlast the noise. But if you think compact practicality is impressive, wait until you see what happens when Toyota brings back a legend. Number 8. Toyota Land Cruiser 2025. The legend returns. Toyota's Land Cruiser is back for 2025, blending iconic toughness with modern hybrid tech. Beneath the hood lies a 2.4-liter turbocharged four-cylinder hybrid system paired with dual electric motors. The result? 326 horsepower and torque that makes off-road climbing effortless. Mated to an 8-speed automatic and a standard 4WD system, it's equipped with locking differentials, low-range gearing, and crawl control. Toyota didn't just keep the Land Cruiser's rugged DNA, they supercharged it with efficiency. Performance numbers tell the story. It runs 0 to 60 miles per hour in 7.7 seconds, tows up to 6,000 pounds, and delivers 23 mpg combined. Real-world highway tests average slightly less, but for a rock-solid SUV of this size, the figures are impressive. Inside, Toyota chose function over excess. The Land Cruiser now seats 5 with a 2-row setup, offering heated seats and a heated steering wheel in its base trim. Move up to higher trims, and you'll find ventilated leather seats, a premium JBL sound system, and a larger infotainment display. It's rugged outside, comfortable inside, a dual personality few rivals achieve. Pricing starts at $58,000, undercutting some premium off-roaders like the Bronco and Wrangler Rubicon, while outperforming them in certain terrain challenges. Toyota built it not for flash, but for loyalty, for those who demand durability first. And that's the Land Cruiser's secret. It doesn't just conquer dirt, it conquers decades. But Toyota isn't done yet, because their next SUV aims to take over the city streets worldwide.
Number 7. Volvo XC90 2025. Swedish sophistication meets modern innovation in the refreshed 2025 Volvo XC90. This isn't just an SUV, it's a statement of quiet power and safety. The XC90 offers 3 powertrains: a 247 horsepower turbo 4-cylinder, a 295 horsepower mild hybrid, and the flagship 455 horsepower plug-in hybrid, which adds up to 33 miles of pure electric range. With towing up to 5,000 pounds and fuel efficiency hitting 66 mpge in hybrid mode, Volvo proves that sustainability and strength can coexist. Inside, Scandinavian minimalism shines. Open-pore wood, soft Nappa leather, and a redesigned dashboard center around an 11.2 infotainment system. Seating for 7 makes it family-ready, while soundproofing upgrades ensure every drive feels like a sanctuary. On the road, XC90 balances comfort and confidence. Adaptive suspension smooths out rough pavement, though larger wheels make the ride a touch firm. Still, its cabin serenity and commanding road presence remind you this is no ordinary SUV. It's Volvo's flagship. Safety remains its calling card. Advanced driver aids, collision avoidance systems, and Volvo's obsession with crash test leadership place the XC90 as a benchmark in protection. Pricing starts near $57,000, climbing with trims and hybrid options. For families who want luxury, technology, and conscience in one package, the XC90 stands tall. But the question is, can elegance alone win in a market where raw power is making a comeback? And that's exactly where Mercedes steps in, with a beast wearing a suit. Number 6. Mercedes-Benz GLE 2026-2027 Update. The Mercedes-Benz GLE is evolving again, this time with a facelift that transforms more than just looks. For 2026 and 2027, Mercedes is preparing a luxury SUV that blends elegance, hybrid performance, and off-road capability into a single package. The highlight is the AMG GLE 53 plug-in hybrid, pairing a 3.0-liter turbocharged inline-6 with an electric motor for a combined 536 horsepower. This makes it one of the most powerful hybrid SUVs in its class, delivering sharp acceleration without sacrificing efficiency. There's even talk of phasing out the traditional V8 in some trims, proof that Mercedes is betting big on electrified muscle. Outside, subtle updates sharpen its character. New lighting signatures with integrated Mercedes logos, a refreshed grille, and aerodynamic tweaks. Inside, luxury climbs higher. A redesigned steering wheel, expanded infotainment displays, and the latest MBUX system transform the cabin into a digital cockpit. For off-road fans, Mercedes borrows from the legendary G-Class. The GLE may soon feature an off-road cockpit display, showing pitch, roll, tire pressure, and even a transparent hood camera view for rocky trails. This is a luxury SUV that isn't afraid to get dirty. Pricing is expected to climb above $75,000 for AMG models, but buyers aren't just paying for power, they're paying for prestige. The GLE proves Mercedes can merge sustainability with dominance, luxury with grit. But here's the kicker. If this is what Mercedes calls a mid-cycle update, what comes next could be revolutionary. And while Mercedes pushes hybrids into the future, Audi is refining luxury into something sharper, faster, and leaner.
Number 5. Audi Q7 2025. The 2025 Audi Q7 doesn't reinvent the wheel, it polishes it to perfection. This three-row SUV blends German engineering with subtle luxury, creating a driving experience that feels both powerful and precise. The Q7's exterior gets a refresh, a bold new grille, slimmer headlights, and redesigned wheel options. It's still instantly recognizable, but now sharper and more modern. Inside, Audi balances comfort and innovation. Premium materials coat the cabin, fine leather, brushed aluminum, and ergonomic controls. The new infotainment suite integrates Spotify and Amazon Music natively, eliminating the need for constant phone pairing. A digital instrument cluster and seamless voice control give drivers the sense of piloting advanced tech, not just an SUV. Performance comes in two flavors, a 261 horsepower turbo four-cylinder and a 335 horsepower turbo V6. With available air suspension and four-wheel steering, the Q7 handles corners with a grace few SUVs its size can match. It accelerates from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 5 seconds with the V6, while towing up to 7,000 pounds. Fuel economy lands at 26 mpg highway for the four-cylinder and 23 mpg for the V6. At a starting price of $61,900, the Q7 positions itself between mainstream luxury and the ultra-premium segment. It's not the flashiest SUV, but that's its edge. It delivers competence so quietly, rivals often get drowned out in the noise. But Audi isn't aiming to be loud, they're aiming to be lasting. Yet, if you think Audi is all about refinement, wait until you see what Land Rover is hiding at number 4. Number 4, Land Rover Range Rover 2025. Few names carry as much weight as Range Rover. For 2025, Land Rover sharpened its crown jewel into a near-perfect blend of luxury limousine and mountain conqueror. The design philosophy remains timeless. Clean lines, flush surfaces, and commanding LED lighting. But it's inside where Range Rover sets the standard. Hand-stitched leathers, open-grain woods, and a versatile layout that can seat 4, 5, or 7 define the cabin. The long wheelbase version even adds a third row, though taller passengers may still find headroom limited. Under the hood, choices abound. A 395 HP inline-six, a 523 HP twin-turbo V8, and a 542 HP plug-in hybrid with up to 51 miles of electric range. For thrill seekers, the SV trim's 606 HP V8 rockets from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 4.3 seconds. Add towing up to 8,200 pounds, and the Range Rover is not only powerful, it's versatile. Adaptive air suspension and terrain modes mean luxury doesn't end when the pavement does. Whether gliding through city boulevards or clawing up muddy trails, the Range Rover handles both with poise. Cargo capacity stretches from 40.7 to 92.8 cubic feet, depending on seating. Pricing, however, is unapologetically premium, starting near $119,500. This isn't just an SUV, it's a statement. Wealth, power, and taste wrapped in British steel. But as grand as the Range Rover feels, another European contender is redefining luxury with Scandinavian simplicity. Number 3, Volvo XC90 plug-in hybrid. At number 3 sits a masterclass in elegance and conscience, the Volvo XC90. For 2025, it merges Scandinavian minimalism with sustainable performance. The flagship plug-in hybrid T8 delivers 455 horsepower and 33 miles of pure electric range, making it one of the greenest yet most powerful family SUVs available. Fuel efficiency peaks at 66 mpge, while towing strength holds firm at 5,000 pounds. This is sustainability without compromise. Step inside and serenity greets you. Soft leathers, natural wood, and an upgraded 11.2-inch infotainment display dominate the cabin. Volvo's famed 7-seat layout remains, supported by superior soundproofing and suspension refinements for a hushed ride. Safety is Volvo's signature. Collision mitigation, lane keeping assist, and advanced autopilot features protect every journey. In a market chasing horsepower, Volvo keeps its promise. First, protect lives.
Pricing begins at $57,000, scaling upward for hybrid trims. It's not just a vehicle, it's a philosophy. Quiet, intelligent, sustainable. But here's the tension. While Volvo builds a conscience-driven future, rivals like Toyota are reviving legends with brute hybrid force.
And that clash is exactly why number 2 will surprise you. Number 2, Toyota RAV4 2026 Hybrid/PHEV. Toyota's RAV4 is no stranger to success. It's one of the world's best-selling SUVs. But for 2026, the 6th generation arrives fully electrified. No more standard gasoline-only models. Every RAV4 is now hybrid or plug-in hybrid. The PHEV variant packs 302 horsepower, blending a 2.5-liter engine with dual electric motors. Acceleration is brisk, efficiency outstanding, with expected ratings of 40-plus mpgs and electric-only driving for daily commutes. Toyota's Arene operating system powers a new infotainment setup, while Toyota Safety Sense 4.0 expands autonomous safety features. Styling grows bolder with sharper lines and a more athletic stance. Inside, larger touchscreens and upgraded materials keep the RAV4 modern and competitive. Why does this matter? Because Toyota is pushing mainstream buyers into an electrified future without asking them to sacrifice dependability. For millions, this won't just be an SUV. It will be their first step toward full electrification. Pricing hasn't been finalized, but expect starting points near $32,000, keeping it accessible. But if Toyota is reshaping the mainstream, what SUV could possibly deserve the number 1 spot? Prepare yourself. It's a revelation from the future. Number 1. Lucid Gravity Dream Edition 2026. At the top sits something extraordinary, the Lucid Gravity Dream Edition. This isn't just an SUV, it's a glimpse into the next decade. Boasting up to 1,070 horsepower, the Gravity rockets from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 3.1 seconds. Supercar performance in family-hauling form. Its EPA range of 450 miles shatters anxiety, making it one of the longest-range EVs ever built. Inside, Lucid redefines luxury. A futuristic cabin features massive panoramic displays, seating for up to 7, and materials rivaling Bentley. Add advanced software-driven driver aids, and the Gravity feels more spaceship than SUV. Practicality remains. Expansive cargo, flat folding rows, and a third row usable for adults. Lucid calls it a magic bus, and in many ways, it is. But the question lingers. If 2026 already gives us a 1,000 horsepower electric SUV with nearly 400 miles of range, what happens in 2027? Or 2030? What happens when rivals like Tesla, Ferrari, or even Apple enter the race? The battle for the ultimate SUV isn't over. In fact, it may have only just begun.